What's going on, guys? So it's Keith from Black Quarterback Series, and today, um, Kansas City, they're probably going to win it all. But let's talk about it.
That'll do it. The 1 seed goes down. The Commanders on their way to the championship game.
So I was going to talk about Kansas City first, but we're going to talk about Jaden Daniels because I feel like that's more fun. So, so Jaden Daniels was 22 for 31, 299 yards, a touchdown. And I think he rushed for 80 yards. I'm not sure. I don't have that number in front of me. So, but wow. This guy looked like a 10-year pro out there. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't great. He went out there and got it done. Like, nobody gave him, even me. I didn't think that they had a chance to win this game at all. He went out there and played ball. And they punched him in the mouth. Washington came out there and punched him in the mouth. And it just seemed like, even when it was close, that the Lions could never recover from that. And when you have 5 turnovers, you're going to go home. Like we talked about Baltimore. Baltimore had 3 turnovers. And I posted that video Monday, so if you want to look at that, it'll be up top and at the end of the link in the description. Well, not the description, it'll be at the end card. So Jaden Daniels is special, man. This might be the greatest rookie season we've ever seen in the NFL. Like, I know Dak had a good rookie season, and I know Ben Roethlisberger had a good season, but these guys didn't have the responsibility that Jaden has. Jaden threw the ball 22 times. Jaden threw the ball 31 times. And I think he rushed for like another 16, 17. Like, he is the offense when it comes to that. Shout out to Terry McLaurin. Just an overall good day. Just an overall good day for them, and they're in the NFC Championship game. NFC was wide open, but I didn't think it was going to be that wide open to where a rookie quarterback is in the NFC Championship game. Jaden Daniels is what we thought Caleb Williams was going to be. Simple as that. I think Caleb Williams is going to be special, but Jaden Daniels is special right now. So that's just phenomenal. Phenomenal play. It's amazing what that guy's doing. Shout out to him. I'm looking forward to seeing him play against Philadelphia. So we'll get to. Speaking of Philadelphia, let's just get right into Philadelphia. So Barkley, 26 carries, 205 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 15 for 20, 128 yards. So I said this on Instagram at halftime of this game. They're playing with their food, and they played with their food their whole game. Up towards the end. Up towards the very end. There's no reason that they should have let the Rams hang around like this. You're the better football team, but you're playing down to your competition. This is just who you are. This is who Philly is. So I think the Commanders have a chance to get to the Super Bowl. Because if this is the team that Philly is going to put out there, and Washington has seen you a few times already this year, and Jalen Hurts is going to be hurt. At the end of that game, Jalen Hurts didn't run not one read option. He didn't run the ball at all. That was the reason that they even had the safety in the first place, because Jalen couldn't move around. So I expected to come out that Jalen re-injured whatever it was that he had the first time, because Jalen couldn't move at all. Like, you guys will see the injury report before I do, and it'll be up on the screen if something massive happens. But Jalen is hurt. He's hurt that he ended up having to get a knee brace on his knee. He came back and played the game, but I remember he couldn't do anything. Like, he made a few passes, but ultimately he was whatever that saying is. He was MIA. He was missing in action. So, but Philly did what they had to do. Saquon Barkley pulled the load. 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, 26 carries, almost 30 carries, right? If they can run the ball like that, they can beat Washington. But I'm not sure if they can beat Washington just based off they might not have a passing game at all because Kenny Pickett is also hurt. So, but I'm tired of Philly playing down to that competition. So, but playing down to that competition got them in the NFC Championship game. So who am I to talk? Apparently it's working. So this is who they are. So, we'll get to, I guess that could be a deep analysis, but we'll get more into that game on Friday with the championship game reactions. So stay tuned for that on Friday. And so the final game, which I thought it was going to be the first game, but I decided to do it differently. Kansas City. C.J. Stroud, 19 for 28, 245 yards. Mahomes, 16 for 25, 177 yards and a touchdown. When your offensive line is terrible, you get sacked 8 times, and the refs are going out of their way to make sure that you get no benefit in Kansas City. This is what happens. Now the refs didn't get CJ sacked 8 times, and the refs also didn't put you in predicaments to where you had to score, and the refs didn't do all those things. But the refs did make it. I said this on Instagram as well. KC played a hell of a game, but it was definitely overshadowed by all the bad calls. Just completely overshadowed by the super terrible calls that was made in this game. KC was the best team on the field by far. And they should have won by as much as they won. But I don't think they needed any help with that. That's my thing. I don't think they needed any help winning with that. So that's my analysis for the divisional playoff games. If you want to see what I had to say about Baltimore, it'll be at the end card. I'm sure I left it up top as well. And I'll see you guys on Friday.